This video chart presentation of KMA Global Solutions International, brought to you by allpennystocks.com. KMA Global is a pink sheet listed stock trading under ticker KMAG. See right off, this stock just had a monster climb. Come from all the way down here in the trip zeros, all the way up to over 2 cents. It's retraced, broken back through the 50 and 200-day moving averages, which typically isn't a great thing, but it's bouncing off a support level, an old breakout point. I'm going to keep this on radar to see if it's going to have a continued push to start this week, get back over top of those key moving averages. Of course, we're going to see retraces in the MACD. One thing to note, was just in a great uptrend, but I like to point out when we always talk about it breaking through the money line, you see right here when the MACD did, that's right when the price per share really started to take off and go into a real strong bullish mode. Of course, that trend line's been broken, and right now what I'd have to look for is a pretty near-term reversal. Histogram bar is starting to trend slightly back towards zero, but I want to see this 12 EMA really start to flatten out and start to curl and move back towards zero. Try and keep that 26 as close to above zero as possible. When this stock was peaking out, the ADX was over top of 60. That's always a point where I'd look for to try to reverse, and that's right about when the retrace started to happen. ADX is back down to moderate ranges now. Positive negative DI, because positive DI is below the negative DI. It's a pretty nice reversal position, lots of room for it to move back upward. MFIs holding real strong for several months as the price per share was trending up, dipped back below 50 now. All this pretty much to be expected. Accumulation distribution not dropping off like it was thrown off a cliff like right through here. That's good to see because that just means there's some gradual profit taking. Not that big of a deal. Looking for it in the long-term perspective just to continue to make higher lows. And of course eventually try and break back upward and make a new higher high. Taking money flow back down below zero. Selling pressure is outweighing buying pressure at this point. But it's good to see the CCI start to try and break back through negative 100. As we mentioned so many times, bottom feeders will use that as a buy point, much like the break of 100 is the buy point for momentum players. Tricks coming back down. Again, I just look for that rotation, try and hold somewhere around the zero mark. RSI is 2 days worth of buying pressure, has them starting to twist back upward. Importantly, I'd look for that break and hold back above 50. As I mentioned at the beginning, it has a pretty decent support level right there around 006. When it made the initial climb off the bottom, that was a little bit of a resistance point, had a difficult time breaking through. Once it did, it went 4 times higher, all the way up to over top of 2 cents. Now it's trying to rotate off of that point. Classic TA, that resistance is trying to hold as a support level. I'd really like to see it hold that support level, because if it can't, there's a little bit more there at 004. But there's a good chance it might come all the way back down to 003 if the 006 mark falls. To the upside, it would be important for me to move over top of the 50 and 200-day moving averages again. In the most bullish of charts, the price per share will be holding over top of both of them and get both of them trending upward. There's not a great deal of static resistance in the way until it starts to get back up here around the penny mark. People that play these sub-penny plays are well aware of the fact that gains and losses can come in very large chunks. With this closing at 0075, even the move to go up there and challenge that resistance point is about a 50% move. Beyond that, I'd see a little bit more there around penny and a half. But I'd be looking for it to try and make some new highs at 0023 to show that this whole climb was justified. This is just a retrace, some profit taking, and the upward trend is going to try and continue from that point forward. Volume is clearly not an issue. 38 million shares traded on Friday, and that's right about average for it. I'd really want to see this come out to start this week with a strong move. Good volume coming into it, blow back through those moving averages. Not have another day with long upper shadow like this. I'd want to see this close near the high of the day and really try and put some pressure in the near future on that penny mark again. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the KMAG chart, but as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website, view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.